So remember, the primary principle or purpose of all this, these are the methods. So don't get lost in the methods or the details if that's too overwhelming. Just focus on the bigger topic, which is do the opposite, right? Alternating. So the whole concept of duality in Eastern religions or Eastern theory is of duality, of that there's a balance, right? So we know this in our own lives. We have sunrise, sunset, we call, right? We're awake, we're asleep. There's always our opposite. So here we're hydrating, we're getting nutrients, or we're being active, or we're recovering. So how do we balance doing the opposite? And that's the bigger takeaway. If this is too much to focus on in the beginning, it's just, how am I doing the opposite? When I'm asleep, what am I doing? Resting. So when I wake up, I want to do the opposite, a little bit of activity, just to slowly get my body moving. It doesn't have to be a lot. Everyone's different. Then eating, coming back and resting. Then getting moving in my day, being a little more active, right? So it's just balancing these things out. And clearly on your schedule of how your day goes is different. If someone who's a writer and is going to sit, or someone who's just sitting at their desk, or typing or sitting down the majority of the time, when they get out of this position, they might need to move their bodies more. Think of someone who's maybe using their body the entire time as their work cycle, like a construction worker. They're going to react in the opposite of what they were doing a little bit differently, right? So what's the opposite of what you were doing to get the desired balanced effect, right? So someone who's doing construction work and working hard physical during their work cycles, their breaks might be more restorative. If they have aching joints, it might be, some of the qigong or meditation or relaxation response, just getting the recovery. And someone who's sitting and using their mind a lot at work, typing, doing whatever they're doing in the work cycle, the opposite is letting their mind decompress and relax and getting up and invigorating their body again, right? So this concept is applied no matter what. And so your day might be different than someone's, but you can use the principles or the concepts the same way. So the concepts or principles are the main compartment, right? We never want to do the same thing twice. We're not going to go really hard at a work cycle and then go really hard again and then go really hard again. That's where we burn out, right? Or the same thing, we don't need to recover and then recover more and then recover more. We need to give and then recover and give and then recover, right? It's a self-serve cycle. We're taking care of ourselves and we're serving. So as we're serving, is it more physical or more mental? And then as we recover and take care of ourselves, does that need to be the opposite of what we're doing, more physical or more mental? And so play with the polarities. The polarities are the secret, right? Balance, right? Homeostasis is not staying flat all day. It's being able to hit the polarities, exercise, activity, recovery, right? Using your mind, using your body, alternating phases. So working through these concepts over and over and over again from the grander scale of just do the opposite. That's what we're doing. Do the opposite of the cycle you were just in. There's 3 ways to always look at your cycle simply, right? The cycle where you came from, the cycle you're in, and the cycle where you were going, or the phase, right? So what was I doing before? What am I going to be after? When I wake up, what was I doing? Sleeping. What am I going to be doing after my activity? Recovery with food. So I went recovery, activity, recovery, right? And so that's just an easy way to do opposites. As long as we're sort of balancing out the opposites, we will always have enough prepared for the next phase and enough prepared for the next phase. So that's how we want to do it. Balance out our opposites of our self-serve cycle, or if it has to be serve-self cycle. Just see, are you more active throughout the day physically or more active mentally? How do you balance your opposites of that? Do you need more physical recovery or more physical activity? Do you need more mental recovery from the hard work mentally, or do you need more mental focus in like a meditation or mindfulness and movement? So this is how we balance this out. This is the general principle or practice of doing the opposite, right? It's in Eastern philosophy, yin-yang, right off the bat, duality. All existence is based upon the fact that there's a beginning and an end. Duality, cycles. So every cycle does this. So focus on this and see how this works for you.